just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ultra. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready,
after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check smash. Ready.
Now Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we
Little
go.
trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And Lance going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, 0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. Threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On the double.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Lance. try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
To throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Mills. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll accept that penalty. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. To be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Blue striker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too. When you're
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks? Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it.
Go Fury.
On first down, McFarland. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
McFarland once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that
one. Lance now to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
2nd down and goal. Lance toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
On the ready.
So taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
From the 29, Mills trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year #2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready?
Again, McFarland. Down to the 25. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off of play action, here's Lance. This pass caught by Hamler. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Okay, ready? Strike. Strike. Ultra. Check.
On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Ready?
2 of their
Ready.
3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. Touchdown! Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Mills going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Raiders 18. Tyler Bass sends a kickoff.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10. Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Open man here is Conklin. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, ready. Black shot.
A final shot before half for Lance. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mills. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mills now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and that will even our score at 21. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready.
Now Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, Mills. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go, set.
They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ian Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 21. Tyler Bass sent to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
On play action, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mills. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Mills. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Ready?
Play action, now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ready, set.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Lance. Leaves it for Penny. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Penny up the middle. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Long, 10. Striker, 3-3.
Throwing now is Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down throw for Mills. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Mills looking to throw it. Quick slant here to Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mills back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Javonte Williams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On second down, Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. He was brought down.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division